Alright, what's up, my guys? It's your boy Onyx again with Xirid.
Yeah, you guys know I am back again.
We are
Been in this shit with Onyx since day one.
Technically, it hasn't been day one. It was day
59. 5,795.
It was day 4. It was day 4. You came in on day 4. You came and helped me on day 4, and then I just took a 300-year break after our John Wayne Gacy video. So today we're gonna be talking about Gein. Alright. So you know Leatherface. You know the leather guy, the Leatherface man. So he was based on this guy. Fun fact, every single word of the first movie's title is completely wrong. So if you look up Gein. Alright, so Texas. First of all, Gein was not in Texas. And chainsaw, he never used a chainsaw, and he did not commit a massacre. So yeah, this movie basically did no justice to this man. No, every single justice. No, he doesn't even have justice. You don't even hear him mentioned.
Wait, what was
Gein. So he's called the Butcher of Plainfield or the Plainfield Ghoul. Alright.
Is he the one who caused the Texas Chainsaw Murder?
What he was talking about. So,
Mommy telling me.
that wasn't like... Alright, so his crimes. So, on the morning of November 16th, 1957, Plainfield hardware store owner Bernice Warden disappeared. A Plainfield resident at the hardware store's truck has been driven out the rear of the building around 9:30 a.m. The hardware store saw few customers the entire day. Some area residents believed that this was because of deer hunting season. Bernice Warden's son, Deputy Sheriff Frank Warren, entered the store around 5 p.m. to find the store cash register open and bloodstains on the floor. He returned the next morning with a gallon of antifreeze. So a Washoe County Sheriff Deputy discovered Warden's decapitated Maria on Gein's property, hung upside down by her legs with a crossbar at her ankles and ropes at her wrists. The torso was dressed out like a deer, and she had been shot with a .22 caliber rifle, and the mutilations were made after her death. So they searched the house. They found a whole human bones, and fragments, a wastebasket made of human skin covering several chair seats, skulls on his bedposts, female skulls, some of the tops sewn off, bolts made from human skulls, a corset made from the torso, skin from shoulders to waist, leggings made from human leg skin, masks made from the skin of female heads, Mary Hogan's face mask in a paper bag, Mary Hogan's skull in a box, Bernice Warren's entire head in a burlap sack, Bernice Warren's heart in a plastic bag in front of Gein's potbelly stove, 9 vulvae in a show box, a young girl's dressed in the vulvas of 2 females judged to be around 15 years old, a belt made from female human nipples, 4 noses, a pair of lips, on a window seat drawing a lampshade made from the skin of a human face, fingernails from female fingers. Okay. That was the entire list, by the way. So if you puked reading that. I don't I don't blame you, because that was like 8 things of just. Look at this man. This man looks like he could be your grandpa. This grandpa.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. I don't know what we're talking about because I kind of lost track.
It's Gein. So hold up.
Gein?
Yes.
Gein?
This guy. You see?
Gein. Okay.
Monkey. All right. So he died in 1777. In 1984, age 77. So this dude, he survived a little bit. He survived a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so, alright, so, let's talk about, let's see, he was found legally insane. So he was called the Plainfield Ghoul. The Plainfield Butcher, the Butcher of Plainfield. Plainfield Butcher, the Butcher of Plainfield, and he had numerous unspecified jobs. So this dude, tell me why ain't nothing but heartache. Tell me why. Okay, so he was in Wisconsin.
Tell me why. You know.
At Gein's fire, George died of heart failure caused by his alcoholism at age 66. Henry and Ed began doing odd jobs around town to help cover living expenses. The brothers were generally considered reliable and honest by the residents of the community, while both worked as handymen. Ed also frequently babysat for neighbors. Oh no. He enjoyed babysitting, seemed to relate more easily to children than adults. Henry began dating a divorced mother and planned to move in with her. He worried about her brother's attachment to her mother and often spoke ill of her around Ed, who responded with shock and hurt. On May 16th, 1944, so think of how long ago was that? 1944. So this guy is very old. He's a very old guy. Alright, so Henry and Ed were burning away marsh vegetation on the property. The fire got out of control, drawing the attention of the local fire department. By the end of the day, the fire had been extinguished and the firefighters gone. Ed reported his brother missing. With lanterns and Fletcher lights, yes. A search for Henry, whose dead body was found laying face down. Apparently he had been dead for some time and appeared the cause of death was heart failure, since he had not been injured or burned otherwise. You wanna read the other stuff? Here, I'll send you the Wikipedia. Let's go into. Alright, this is the behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. Do that and read something about that, okay? Because I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay, so like where do we go?
I'm at stuck in his face. Oh, that sounded sus.
I can't find that though. Death and popular culture.
He had not been burnt or injured otherwise.
I need to find it though. Damn. Is it in crimes?
Just go to crimes, alright? Just go to crimes. We'll just go to crimes. Just find a random crime.
Alright, so on the morning of November 16th, 1957, Plainfield hardware store owner Bernice Warden disappeared.
Oh wait, I read this part. So you can just read the bottom from after fingernails from female fingers.
What the fuck? What? So, males and female fingers. These artifacts were photographed at the State Crime Laboratory, then decently disposed of. When questioned, Gein told investigators that between 1947 and 1952, that he made as many as 40 nocturnal, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Nocturnal.
Nocturnal visits to local graveyards to exhume recently buried bodies while he was in a dazed-like state. And about 30 of those visits, that he came out of the days while in the cemetery, left the grave in good order, and returned home empty-handed. On other occasions, he dug up the grave of this recently buried middle-aged woman that thought he was a Buddhist mother, and took the bodies home. He tanned their skins to make his paraphernalia.
That's like his apparatus, equipment, or furnishing used from a particularly avid sports fan. So it's like you know, like memory boxes. Like I don't know. That's all I got. Okay, just keep reading. I have dandruff. My phone is covered in dandruff.
That's crazy. Alright guys, the end of the video.
No, we got like, if we want to make this as long as the other ones, we got like 14 minutes left.
Yeah, but like at least
you want me to read you want Alright, you want me to read the other part? I'll read the other part. Gein admitted to stealing from 9 graves from local cemeteries and led investigators to their locations. Alan Willie Mosky of the State Crime Laboratory participated in opening the 3 test graves identified by Gein. The caskets were inside wooden boxes. The top boards were in crossways, not lengthwise. The tops of the boxes were about 61 centimeters below the surface in sandy soil. Gein had robbed the graves after funerals while the graves were not completed. The test graves were exhumed because authorities were uncertain as to whether the slight Gein was capable of single-handedly digging up a grave during a single evening. They were found as Gein described. 2 of the exhumed graves were found empty. One had a crowbar in place of the body. One casket was empty, and one casket Gein had failed to open when he lost his pry bar, and most of the body had gone into the 3rd grave. Yet, Gein had returned rings and some body parts. Thus, Gein's confession was largely corroborated. That's all I got, okay? Alright, that's the end of it. Soon after his mother's death, Gein began to create a woman suit that he could become his mother to literally crawl into her skin. Gein denied having sex with the bodies he exhumed, explaining they smelled too bad. During the State Crime Laboratory interrogation, Gein also admitted the shooting death of Mary Horgan, the tavern owner missing since 1954, whose head was found in his house, but he later denied that memory of details of her death. A 16-year-old youth whose parents were described as friends of Gein who attended ball games and movies with him, reported that Gein kept shrunken heads in his house, which Dream had described as relics from the Philippines, sent by a cousin who had served on islands during World War II. I feel like we should do a video about World War II. Upon an investigation by the police, they were... These were determined to be human facial skins, carefully peeled from corpses and used by Gein's mask. Gein was also considered a suspect in several other unsolved cases in Wisconsin during the 1953 disappearance of Evelyn Hartley, a lacrosse babysitter. Lacrosse babysitter. Where is lacrosse? It is a city.
So we ended the video.
No, it's still going. During questioning, Washura County Chef Art Shelley reportedly assaulted Gein by banging his head and face into a brick wall. As a result, Gein's initial confession was ruled inadmissible. Shelley died of heart failure in 1968 before Gein's trial. Many people who knew Shelley said he was traumatized by the horror of Gein's crimes, and along with the fear of having to testify, especially about assaulting Gein. One of his friends said he was a victim of Gein as sorry as if he has butchered some. Alright, I'm just gonna look up Gein. There, Gein. Give me things. Give me things, okay? Give me things. We will watch half of this video.
He's the inspiration behind countless books and horror movies. Ed Gein, the butcher of Plainfield, admitted to 2 murders, but his house of horrors hinted at far greater crimes. But what was going on in the mind of this monster? Was he born evil, or did he become evil along the way?
My name is Dr. Eric Hickey. I'm a criminal psychologist. I work in the areas of sex crimes, homicide, criminal paraphilia, psychopathology.
I'm just gonna.
Doing it for a long time.
I'm just gonna.
Let's start at the beginning. Ed Gein would witness his mother gutting a pig on a farm.
Never had a healthy discussion about sex in his life. Yeah, he'd never been with a woman other than his mom.
Yeah, so this dude was unlike other killers who had a bunch of women. This dude had no woman. He had no woman. This dude was. I can understand now. Okay, this guy's a great person. Okay. Oh, that's gonna not go well. That's not going well on my criminal record. Alright, so this is his brother. This is his sibling. Reese's Puffs. So this is his mother. You can see, she is a. Yeah, you see, this dude. You cannot tell me this does not look like your grandfather. This looks like someone that would be like your grandfather or something, like one of your or like your dad. Like, this dude is like, he's not that tall, so he could be like a sibling or like a
I have something premiering in 10 minutes.
Oh no. Alright, so
40?
yeah, this dude was 5'7". It's got 10. So this dude was shorter than probably like half, maybe. I don't know. So this is him. This is Alright, so he was. Alright, so let's see what jobs he had. So he held on the farm and earned money from odd jobs. He boarded up rooms used by his mother, including the upstairs, dorm, search parlor, and living room, leaving them untouched, while the lives of his house became increasingly squalid. The rooms remained pristine. Gein lived there after in the small room next to the kitchen. Around this time, he began interested in reading pulp magazines and adventure stories, but particularly those involving cannibals or Nazi atrocities, specifically by Elise Koch. So he's a handyman. Alright, so you want to read about the trial? There's a trial somewhere.
Not yet, man.
Do you want to read anything, or are you gonna make me read everything?
Hold on. I'm gonna go on the website real quick, cause I'm doing something on this shit, you know, in the application.
Alright, so basically what you're telling me is that you want me to read everything. Oh, glizzies. Alright.
Oh, glizzy glubber.
glizzy glovers. Just read something from a random website.
The trial. Dun, 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 dun.
Just go find a random picture of him as you go down his history. Alright.
Okay, so on November 21st, 1957, Gein was arraigned on one count of first degree murder.
What happened?
My little brother scared the shit out of me. You look, yeah, get the fuck out of the room.
Alright. Technical difficulties, okay, guys? I'm having a stroke, just so you know. I'm just having a big...
He was arraigned on one count of first-degree murder in Walshara County Court, where he pleaded not guilty by the reason of insanity. Gein was diagnosed with schizophrenia. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is, but I can't pronounce it.
You're on trial, right? I'll go to trial.
Yeah. And was found mentally incompetent, thus unfit for trial. He was sent to the Central State Hospital for the criminally insane, now the Dodge Director Institution, a maximum security facility in Waupun, Wisconsin.
What kind of name is this? What pun? Oh, I just burped.
It doesn't matter. And then later transferred to the Mendota State Hospital in Madison, Wisconsin. In 1968, doctors determined Gein was mentally unable to confer with the counsel and participate in its defense. The trial began on November 7, 1968, and lasted 1 week. A psychologist testified that Gein told him that he did not know if the release warning was intentional or accidental. Gein had told him that while he examined the gun in the warning sword, the gun went off, killing Warden. Gein testified that after trying to blow a bullet into the rifle, it discharged. He had not aimed the rifle at Warden and did not remember anything else that happened that morning. At the request of the defense, Gein's trial was held without a jury, with Judge Robert H. Galmar presiding. Gein was found guilty like Galmar on November 14th. A second trial dealt with Gein's insanity. After testimony by doctors for the prosecution and defense, Galmar ruled Gein not guilty by the reason of insanity and ordered him committed to the Central State Hospital for the criminally insane. Gein spent the rest of his life in a mental hospital. Judge Galmar, due to prohibitive cause, Gein was tried for only one murder, and that of Mrs. Warning. He also admitted to killing Mary Holden.
Alright, so you want me to read the next one? Alright, so Gein's house in 195-acre, 79-ha property were appraised for $4,700, equivalent to $444,000. I have no idea how to say it. I'm not good with math. So, his possessions were scheduled to be actioned on March 30th, 1959. Amidst rumors that the house and the land understood where might become a tourist attraction. During the evening on March 20th, the house was destroyed by fire. A deputy fire marshal reported that garbage fire had been set 75 feet, 23 meters from the house by a cleaning crew who were given the task of disposing of refuse. The hard coals were recovered from the spot of the mine fire, but the fire did not spread around the ground from that of the location of the house. Arson was suspected, but the cause of fire was never officially determined. It is possible that the fire was not considered a matter of urgency by Fire Chief Frank Warren, the son of Bernice Warren, Gein's last victim. When Gein learned of the incident while in detention, he shrugged off and said, "Just as well." Gein's 1949 Ford sedan, which he used to haul the bodies of his victim, was sold at public auction for $760, equivalent to $100 in 2021, to Carnival sideshow author Bunny Gibbons. Bunny Gibbons. Mr. Gibbons. Gibbons charged carnival goers 25 cents admission to see it. Alright, so he died at a mental health institute due to respiratory failure secondary to lung cancer on 1984 at the age of 77. So this dude was old. This guy didn't get publicly executed. This dude just died. This is the first time this dude was just died. Like, this is the first one. It's just our longest video so far. Alright, so this dude. Alright, I'll just tell you what I know about him. So this dude was a psychopath. So he was based. So Leatherface was loosely based off of him.
Holy shit! It's about to premiere.
Alright, so Ed Gein, he danced. So he wore a 4-woman bodysuit with woman's skin, and he danced under the light of the moon. So in the light of the moon, you get that. So this dude is insane. This dude is just immediately insane. All right, so guys, you know what time it is? It's time for you to subscribe to Onyx. Subscribe to Onyx or die.
Also, go watch the 40 Digital Edition on Xayah's channel. W or not? You want to participate in the premiere?
I'll participate after this video uploads. Reese's Puffs. Alright, make sure to subscribe or else I will find you.
Make sure to subscribe or I'll find you.
I know your location and I'm rapidly approaching. Alright, bye guys. Bye!
Bye. Get me.
Alright, Ed Gein is now Ed